these guys do.
Yep. Alright, so I just have to quickly adjust something. So if you'd like to do the introductions.
Okay, in the bottom right corner of GSL Ohana, I think it's GSL Ohana,
Yeah,
we have
I think so.
spawning as the Red Terran from Team Knight, MoobBear. And in the top left corner, spawning as the Blue Goddess from QED, we have Bourkes.
Yep, and Burke's just able in that last match, just then, a nice bit of information there. In that last match, he was able to take victory and bring QED back within 1 point of at least tying up the series, as they can't really focus on the end goal yet. They've just got to focus on getting to a level playing ground before they can kind of focus on just getting that final win. But it's going to be kind of tense with Team Knight only being just that one win away from clenching victory here in the Fusion Slugs Clan Tournament #1, and we're in the second week.
And looks like we are going to be seeing some cheese of some description, because cutting SCVs to put down an 11 racks and then chucking down the gas straight after absolutely screams cheese to me. So I'm going to be guessing we are going to be seeing a 1-1-1 from MoobBear. So I've called the metagame before it's even happened, I think, but I'm not too sure at the moment, as I don't play Terran or Protoss, so I don't even know what the build order for a 1-1-1 is, so hopefully we'll be able to see. But he's actually going to put down an extra racks here, so it might be something to the effect of a Stim Marauder push, timing push, or something like that. I'm not entirely sure what is going to be going on here, but a lot of the SCVs being cut already by MoobBear. Not even getting the orbital command out yet. Just going to be now going back into the SCVs. Nope, cancels the SCV, and there's the orbital command. So, really nice refined build from him. Yeah, I really don't know what MoobBear's planning for this, but he has thrown down the tech lab already, so it could still hold true. Could be a 2 or 3 racks stim timing push that we might see from him, but it doesn't look like it's going to be an expansion build, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely. And concussive shells coming down as the first upgrade.
There we go. And a second tech lab, so it will be a fast Marauder push, so it's going to be up to Bourkes to see how he defends this, and whether he can hold on to his 1 gate with 3 gate afterwards, which I think it'll do okay, but he'll be hard pressed to hold this off, and he'll need to have some pretty nice micro to deal with this properly.
No, definitely, and that expansion now coming down as well. I guess the main point of difference is going to be in this particular match compared to the one we saw in the last map, is there's only one entrance into the natural instead of the kind of and he's going to see that with the Zealots.
Yeah,
so.
he's just seen the Marine and Marauder walking past, so I think he can pretty safely assume, if he's wearing his game sense hat, yeah, chroning out the second sentry now, he knows what's going on and he knows what's up. So yeah, and now he sees the concussive as well, so he definitely knows what's up. Going to be a 2 racks stim timing from MoobBear, but he is just chilling out at the moment. Actually, he's not producing anything at all. Might be just concentrating a bit hard on microing these units. Tickle Beams and Probe Taser is actually going to take out his first Marauder and Marine, so nice little bit of micro there from Bourkes, able to continue to hold off this push. And with MoobBear's macro actually falling behind a little bit, he's going to look to hold this off with relative ease, I would assume. Stalker actually now up on the field, and Zealot coming here too with the probe to tank a bit of damage. Really nice little bit of micro from him here, and he is going to hold this off just fine, one would assume.
Yeah, no, and with the additional gates finishing up now as well, I think he should be A-OK to hold this, as long as the shields don't spontaneously just crap themselves on the Nexus, which they won't. Yeah,
spontaneously combust, yeah, hopefully not. Yeah, and now this Marauder pressure has been shut down. 2 more Marauders being rallied in, but they will fall very quickly to the force that Bourkes has, and really, MoobBear is in a bit of a dire situation at the moment. He is actually nearly 10 behind on the workers at the moment, behind on army supply, doesn't have an expansion up, and there are proxy pylons going down for Bourkes. So Looks like he's just going to be knocking on the front door of MoobBear here, and yeah, it doesn't look too good for MoobBear at the moment. He will throw down this command center, but with no units to defend it, he's going to be hard pressed to come back into this game at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have Stim as well, which will maybe help him with concussive shells to kind of slow down whatever pressure comes. But the problem with all Terran units is going to be, without medevacs, he's going to be living on borrowed time, I guess. That's how I'll say that.
But these Marauders actually can do a lot of damage to the Stalkers, doing flush damage to armor. It's going to be, actually this army is going to really shred through the Protoss army at the moment. Marauders, pretty good unit against Protoss, as we've seen time and time again. So Bourkes is just going to play it safe for now, which I think is really smart. Going to be pulling back and just, you know, sticking to his normal build. Should be throwing down double forge, so he's going to be chucking down double forge. Going to see Twilight coming from him soon, I would assume, once he gets his second 2 gas up. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing the same kind of Zealot Archon transition that we saw last game, which will be incredibly potent against one base production worth of Marauders at the moment. So, yeah. Bourkes calling the oops about something.
Yeah, I'm not sure that MoobBear should actually be pushing out with this force. I mean, the defender's advantage plus so many other factors is just going to limit the amount of damage he's going to be able to do here. And even the... Oh, he killed his own Stalker. Oh, nice.
Oh, the sentry at the front is going to take down straight away, but yeah, it does manage to get some clutch force fields off just in time. And, oh, miss rally on the sentry. That's a bit of a costly mistake, but he's not deciding to engage here. Actually, bunker pressure going to be coming in here. Probe's coming off the line, very smart from Bourkes, not wanting to chance possibly losing the game here by losing his entire army, and good force fields managing to keep the rest of the army out and the probes and zealots in. He's going to hold this off just fine. And with no medevacs to heal up these Marauders, he is going to have to come back home with these Marauders, and yeah, only now just getting the orbital command lifting up and planting it down on the natural. So he's really fighting from behind at this point.
Bourkes can't see the bunker that's being placed. Oh man, if this works, this is like genius.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the 3 HP trolliest SCV of all time, I think. But the pylon's going to spot the Marauders walking past, I believe. Yeah, so now he sees that he's kind of spoiled it for himself there. Zealot's actually going to be closing on the Marauders now. Sentry's locking the Marauders in, cancelling the bunker.
Oh no, the SCV.
That push is absolutely crushed. Hero SCV doesn't quite survive, but I mean, no counter pressure is going to be effective here from Bourkes for the moment, with these 2 bunkers in play. But you know, Immortals coming out now for Bourkes, which are in fact the perfect counter to Marauders, which is what MoobBear is still making. He's not stopped on the Marauder production, which is noble to say the least. But he's going to have medevacs out now, which is going to increase the survivability for these Marauders for a bit longer. But with Immortals in the mix, it's going to be a tough job to get them to be cost effective.
Yeah, and a robotics bay just about to complete as well, so he's got the gas, it looks like, so he might even, let's check the income tab. So he's a full 15 workers ahead at this stage, so he probably not for a while until he like fully shores up his army, but he'll probably be looking to take that 3rd base as well pretty soon, and then just kind of hope that he can get to the stage where he can just steamroll over the top of whatever the Terran has. With these 2 Immortals, that's just going to be so much easier. 3 Immortals.
And just at the moment, he does have a bit of a timing window where he has the upgrade advantage, Bourkes. He has been chronoing out from double forges at that +1/+1, which is just a bit ahead of the double engineering bay +1/+1 of MoobBear. But this pylon is actually very nicely placed. Bourkes doing a great job of just placing things in positions that are going to help him. But the pylon is going to pick up the drop before it does too much damage. So yeah, all the forces are going to be pulled back here, and great choice to come in here and skim in and kill the Turbo today before you can actually get any Colossus out. So yeah, really good effort from MoobBear trying to come back into this game, but this drop is going to now get shut down.
Yeah, no, I wonder how, oh, that proxy pylon looks like is that the same proxy pylon that's been there all game? The one down
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the
he actually
third?
put that down. Yeah, he actually put that down as the marauder pressure was coming into his own base, which because that pylon is actually a part of his build. But again, this well-placed pylon is going to see these two medevacs, and he is going to drop down and take this out
Yeah.
at the top left of the base, or at the top left of the map, should I say? And yeah, now a lot more gateways going down for Bourkes. Going to be transitioning once again into this Zealot Archon with the Templar archives coming down. And he should be looking to take a third base sometime soon, just to press that advantage even more.
Yeah, no, and just to harp on it again, the choice to, instead of like just killing one pylon and then lifting out, but the choice to kill that robotics bay is really important, or facility I should say. No, bay, I was correct the first time. All these medevacs aren't going to have much fun.
Yeah. No, or is he? He's not going to get two marauders out of that entire group. So big loss for MoobBear there. Could have done potentially a lot of damage to maybe even Sniper Nexus with that 2 cartloads of marauders there, with quite high damage to buildings. But those 4 stalkers, they were making themselves incredibly cost efficient, killing those 2 medevacs. And now we do see Bourkes going to be knocking down the rocks, and he will be taking his third. Going to press his economic advantage even more.
Yeah.
He does have the worker lead still. It has come back quite close, but back close to even. Excuse me. But Bourkes still does have that lead by just a small margin. But he will, with triple Nexus production of probes, he will look to stretch that gap even further out.
Yeah, no, and we've got a bit, yeah, as you were saying, we've got that Death Ball army kind of coming out now, and with, he'll nearly have enough energy for storms, but yeah, even with that reinforcing pylon, like, has MoobBear even been able to see the pylon? No, so he's just in such a good position at the moment. He's playing it nice and slowly, he's not rushing anything, he's playing it the way he wants to play it. And so, yeah, I mean, the sky's the limit with how much further this is going to go for MoobBear. Like, he could just wait until the very end, but it looks like a bit of a doom drop coming. Like, he could stretch this out into a 40-minute game and still, just to be, like, 100% certain that he's going to win. And it looks like him not actually moving his army is going to work out here, just because of the response time, and the cannons are actually quite nicely placed.
Yeah, excellent placement on the cannon. Actually going to target down the empty medevac first. So he does manage to unload everything here. Could potentially snipe the Nexus, but he has no escape path from that from all the Zealots other than to pick up and leave. So only manages to kill a single cannon for his troubles there. Does disrupt a bit of mining time on the third though, and he will scout that there is a third, but there's not really much chance of him putting down his own third with this proxy pylon as close as it is.
And it looks like Bourkes has actually just had enough now. Just hitting, nearly hitting 200. He's decided now's his chance. He knows that MoobBear doesn't have that third, and that's going to seriously impede his ability just to have stuff at the end of the day. So, yeah.
And actually, so smart from Bourkes actually doing the Zealot Archon switch, because MoobBear seeing the Colossus Den actually blindly went for the Vikings, and now, there's a lot of dead fire coming from this engagement. Once the smoke clears, there's the Zealots are going to absolute town, Vikings being landed, but it's not going to help. SCVs coming off the line, actually good, close to hold it, but the Archons and the Immortals are still alive, going to do splash damage to all of these light units with the Archon.
Yeah.
All the biological units, and actually the Archon does fall, and he's nearly going to hold on here. It's pretty close, but it does look like all of these units are going to die, and he will have this reinforcing pylon. Zealots being walked into the third, coming in reinforcement, and that will be the GG. An intense game after a bit of failed stim and marauder rush, and Bourkes throwing out his money. Throwing out a bit of mana on chat there, so I think that's probably prompted MoobBear to stay in for just a bit longer than he might have otherwise in this game.
Wanted to, yeah.
So we'll have to see if he lifts off his command centers and flies to the edge of the map.
Oh, for the sake of everyone watching, I hope not.
But it does look
we're going the ace match, baby.
Yeah, dear me. So really, again, Bourkes' solid play paying off in leaps and bounds for him once again, and there's the GG. Well played from him there. Good showing from him. You know, the idea of going for a bit of cheesy play on Ohana is never a bad option. It's always a good idea to throw that, and you know, your best of threes or best of fives. And it was really just a shame that he didn't quite execute it as crisply as he needed to. But you know, regardless, it was still a good fight, and he did manage to, you know, nearly break the hold of Bourkes on that map there. But yeah, it was just not quite enough. And then, you know, Bourkes playing smart, extending his lead, and there was really nothing that he could do once he was behind that much. But you know, props to him for staying in the game for that long and drawing out to be a really good match. So that does tie the series up at 4-4 now. So we are going, I think. Oh yeah, it's 4-4 now, isn't it?
Yep, it is indeed.
Excellent. So we will be going into the ace match just after this. Very exciting. Bourkes managing to, you know, pull it back to a really close series, doing a great job for QED. So I think we're going to have a break now, and we'll be back after this with the final match.
Yep. So
this
stick
final
around,
between
guys.
Team Knight and QED.
Yep, so stick around, guys. Send the link to all your friends. Want to see? We've got 23 viewers at the moment. Last week we had 36. So, guys, we're gonna get it at least up to 30 for the final game. I know that some of the other series have ended, so I'm going to keep spamming the link to try and get that viewer count up. So, hang tight, guys, and we'll be going into the final game soon.